Hello, sir.
Hey, hi, how are you?
I'm okay, sir. How are you doing?
We are not complaining. Nice crop.
You were lucky to meet me.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
Yeah, but
God is always with me.
yeah. So I need to start my fertigation now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This crop is divided into two. There's the bottom side, which is about 9 hectares, and the top side, which is also 9 hectares. Everything is under pivot. This crop we are mainly growing. It's not for export, it's mostly for locally, all the local companies which are dealing in fresh foods. Like, let's say, chicken slice, let's talk of chicken slice and all other local, including the Mbari market is where most of these things go. The way we are managing this is we are trying to look on what we can do for the nation, and mostly we are looking at this potato crop. This crop is 3 weeks old from the germination point, because usually we don't talk of the day we plant, we usually talk of 4 weeks starting from the germination point. From germination point to where it is now, it is 3 weeks old. All the riggings have been done, and we are still dealing with all our management, insect protection, disease control. As you can see, that's where mostly we are dealing with. The bottom side is at 7 weeks, which we are expecting to start harvesting at week 13, week 14, if I'm not wrong, depending with the temperatures, because as we go into winter, the potato crop prolongs than when we go into summer. In summer, mostly it is 12 weeks, and then we can hit it, we can harvest it. But these ones, as we are in winter, maybe we are looking to harvest them in around 14 weeks. And now that bottom side is at week 7, we might need another month and a half or nearly 2 months to start harvesting it. The crop we are looking at a tonnage of, likely our aim is to hit above 60 tons, which sometimes is very difficult. Or we can make it in some areas, in some stages, let me say, but mostly we have a lot of handicaps here in Zimbabwe due to chemicals getting a bit very high on prices, and our ZESA, like this load shedding and us, we are not managing to get what we need. Like this crop now, where it stands, it needs at least around 40 to 45 millimeters per week. So to maintain at a good level we want it to do, or else we need it to be at least around 40, or we want to hit at least 50 millimeters so that we can maintain it as a good crop. But sometimes we are not managing that because of the load sheddings, or sometimes the ZESA is coming as single phase. So for a couple of weeks we have been managing to hit around 35 mils, but our expectation was 40. But sometimes we can't reach that because of the electricity side of it. Yes, we might need to use, sometimes we supplement with the generator. We have got a big generator here, 60 kVA, which runs the pumps and the pivot. But you know, that route actually is not encourageable because of the cost of the diesels and the other wear and tear on the pumps and other things. That's an extra cost, which is a bit very high on the fuel side of it, and then management of the generators. So basically, this is the crop we have, and we are aiming to do better than this, but we would have done better if the conditions and the situations were better, but sometimes we have those difficulties we are facing. And that's why I was saying mainly we are targeting at least 70 tons, 60 tons. But with this crop, if you do it better, if you do it right, you can hit up to 70, 80 tons. But so far, I don't want to lie, we haven't yet reached those tonnages. But that's the aim we have, to reach those tonnages. Doing potato in life, I started as young as when I was in Enterprise. I started in Enterprise at Mashona Kopulong Packers around 90s. That's when I started becoming a manager. But I've gone around a lot of farms. I was at Kondozi, I was at Fresh Planet, I was at Spa. Now I'm here for a year. Let's talk of here. Here I'm about two and a half years now. I'm 2 years here. And mostly we are basing on the potatoes, and we are still doing wheat and all other crops which are beneficial to the country. The issue is it's possible to do it, and we can encourage, do a small area, look for your water capacity you can have, find a small pump which you can pump up. It's not usually this crop is not mostly done by sprinklers or by pivots. You can done it by overheads, we can done it by flood, when you can do your contours. You see here, I've done contour ridges here. You can see it. They're a bit small because I don't want them to be big, because I can saturate the crop or leach the fertilizers. But you can see there are a bit of contour ridges here, which we have put just to hold off water. In the raw area, you can grow it, do your contour ridges, come with a small pump which can pump the water into the contour ridges. 1 hectare, 2 hectares is quite possible to be done without the pivot, without the overhead, but with just a small pump. Like flood irrigation, we can do it with flood irrigation. You can win it. Check in Inyanga, at one stage I was at Inyanga, where most of the seed is grown. Some of those guys are not using fancy irrigations. They're just using pipes, sucking from the gravity from the top of the hill. You can see a lot of people, guys at Inyanga, they are doing it. It's only experimenting and do a thing. The problem is a lot of people, us, we fear. We fear nothing. We fear to start it. But as long as you start it, do your areas, check your areas you have done, and then correct it in the next crop, then you go. These are the tensiometers, which I used to gauge. This is the short one. This is at 15. This short one now is sitting at around 6. This is sitting at around 6. So I'm coming with my irrigation. Bottom one is taking the far root end.
So they work in twos?
They work in twos.
Yes, yes.
So that you know how your moisture is, it field capacity or you are now going down.
And what's your field capacity here?
Field capacity should be at 0.
At 0?
Yes, should be at 0.
At 0?
Then you know
when it gets to 100, it's dead.
When it gets to 100, you know there's no more water.
It's just air.
It's just air. And also the crop will tell you that it's bad.
So when it's at 0, it's at field capacity.
It's at field capacity.
So year 20, it goes up. So as it depletes, that's when it's going up.
Yes, it's it.
So at what point did you start irrigating?
What I need just to tell you, Ivan, is that I need to keep my tensiometers below 10 or maximum 15. But mostly around 10, 15 is not bad. As you go above 20, since this crop you are wilting it now.
Yeah, yes, you're stressing.
You are stressing it.
Okay.
You don't need to do that. So it should mean
maximum 15.
Maximum 15. Yes.
Wow. This is a very good gadget. Better than open, what you call that, open
evaporation. No, yeah. This one can tell you what the soil is saying.
Exactly.
What you actually have in the soil. Yeah. That's where it is.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
So.
Hey, I love this.
Yeah, this crop is looking good, eh?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
We are trying, eh? Just trying hard to make it happen. Yes. You can complain.